And we are live. This is your boy Don 4. We are the Savygents live, of course, with another podcast and some more topics about dating tonight. How's everybody doing?
Yo, what up, what up? It's Big fucking Now with Don 4 tonight. We filmed a little bit earlier today. You'll see that drop on Thursday. What we're going to talk about tonight is very simple. It's a very easy thing. A lot of times it's overlooked. Sometimes we have over fucking looked it, right? Basically, it's about riding the fucking wave. Taking what the night presents itself and making the best possible night you can. Not trying to force shit, but just going with the fucking vibe.
Exactly. Just riding the wave. I really cannot express how important this is to you. Like, for a lot of people, it really goes over your head. You don't even know, like, it's, how do you explain this that they understand? Like, there's a wave that is set, predetermined on your night. All you have to do is figure out what that wave is and simply hop on.
I mean, let's take a step back. It's easier than that. It's quite simple. Basically, it's like, yo, not trying to do too much, okay? So, for example, if you want to go out to fucking DC, commit to going out to DC and DC only. Say you want to go out to Brixton or you want to go to Decades, be like, yo, I'm going to Decades. I know I got to get here to beat the line. For example, the real time to get to DC is like you want to be there by 10:30, 11 o'clock. You want to be within that range. Or if you have some cash on you, you have a $20 bill, try your luck. You might be able to get through, you know?
What he means by that, if you have money, just go to the front of the line and see if you can pay the bouncer. They're not above it.
I mean, there shouldn't be a reason why they shouldn't be, to be honest. Like, it's like, dude, like, it goes to you directly. It goes to your pocket. It's $20 more. I'm not even sure how much you guys get paid on hourly, but it's $20 for doing absolutely nothing.
Exactly.
Besides letting someone in front of the line. It's like, I get like, okay, like not kind of line in general for no value, right? But there has to be a value determined for getting in line, right? So hop in line and wait an hour, or go to the front of the guy and it's like, they're gonna try to shoot you off at first, right? But what you're gonna do is like, no, I'm good. You put like a little 20 underneath your fucking license. Decided.
Yeah, no, dude, no, say it right. No, dude, tell him this is what you do. You see the bouncer, you take a look at him, see if he's cool, you know, if he's chilling, walk up to him, be like, hey man, what's up? How you doing? What's it look like in there? All right, bet. Hey man, real talk, man. I'm not really feeling this line, and you give him your ID with the 20 behind your ID, right? And now he checks your ID, right? And then he takes the 20, puts it in his pocket, then he lets you in. That's how that works.
No, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Or you could just wait in line for an hour and a half, whichever one you want to do.
Or the third option, right? If you don't want to be a criminal that night, it's not even really being a criminal, honestly. It's just basically paying a cover fucking charge. Let's simplify it to what it really is. You're simply paying a cover, right? There's a cover that you think like, oh, like they promote that they have a cover, and then there's a cover that they don't promote, right? Basically, when you're paying off the balance of $20 at the front door, it's the cover that's not promoted.
Exactly.
Everyone has a cover. Every fucking place you go to has a cover, and they'll accept a certain rate for whatever bar you want to hop into. DC or Arlington. But back to the point, though. Back to the fucking point, right? So if you're committed to DC, commit to DC. Choose your one bar. Hop out there by fucking 11 o'clock. Pay the bouncer. Don't pay the bouncer. Make your own decisions, right? Arlington, you want to be out there by 9:30, 10 o'clock. Just make sure you're riding the right wave, right? It's just sticking to a plan and fucking going through with it, right? And it's like, say for example, and here's the best way to kind of like dictate how to ride the wave properly, right? So you go to a place like, you go to Don Tito's, right? And you know the fucking line is long as fuck, anywhere after like 11:30. Okay?
Wrapped around the building.
Like I said, like, if you're not cutting in line or you're not waiting in line, right? Fucking like, you're gonna be there for fucking a minute, you know? It's like whether one of those activities you're gonna do. You're either gonna be there for a minute or you're gonna be there for multiple minutes equivalent to about an hour, you know? Like, it's what your choice is. You jump in there, you get upstairs, and then you're moving your way up.
Well, first of all, to be realistic, you jump in there, and then you gotta wait in another line. And then there's another line. So it's like, yeah, man, knowing how to move, knowing how to ride the wave comes very important, I'm telling you. It really does.
No, 100%. Like, so, like, what I was getting to, right? So you're sitting there, like, at Don Tito's, right? You'll notice something around, like, 12:30, right? You're in the middle floor, you're trying to get up to the top. This is just an example of how to ride the wave properly, right? You'll see a huge group of people, like a huge migration of people coming from upstairs. There'll probably be like 30 to 40 people from upstairs around 12:30. And guess where they're going? They're going to fucking DC to wait in fucking line.
To put themselves together for the rest of the night. That's what they're going to do.
Exactly, you're putting yourself together. But if you have the patience and you're just like, all right, you wait a little bit. Like, say you paid off when you get the front door, that's all you need to do. Or say you wait in line and you got to that point where you're waiting in line again, right? Whatever fucking way you chose, whatever method you chose, whether to pay the cover or not pay the cover, basically. You're ready because at 12:30, all those people are going to DC to wait in fucking line. But you are still riding the fucking wave, you're hopping up, and guess what? More new people are popping up into the bar that are waiting in line for an hour, right? Maybe you waited for
exactly.
or maybe you waited for the hour again, but the next hour, the next wave of people coming in, right? The shit's gonna change the fucking vibe since you first went in there. And the point is just like, yo, don't be so quick to dead the spot.
Exactly.
Whether it's fucking Don Tito's or whether it's fucking anywhere in fucking DC and DuPont, I know that's where we're all going. It's just like basically like, yo, like, just wait a fucking minute, you know? Like, if you have a favorite spot, go. If you're like, you new to the area, get out there fucking early so you can hop in and see the wave. If you're like, okay, if you're not feeling it, it's like 11:30 and you're in DC, alright, you're in good shape. You can move over to someone else. If you're in Arlington, it's fucking 10:30, it's not a good wave, you can move over to someone else as well. You know, it's like, it's about reading that fucking wave, you know?
Exactly. Reading the wave and figuring out which vibe that you're going for that night. You know, if you're going for more casual, you can stay in Arlington, but if you want to get dressed up and you want to go out, you're definitely going to DC. Like, I've got tons of stories where I try to fight the wave and ended up just a terrible night. I mean, like, I was out till fucking 4 a.m., didn't fucking do shit, spend a bunch of money, took an Uber back home, charged me $100. Like, trust me, like, but that's the thing. This was the night that I didn't even want to go out, but that was my wave, and I went against my wave. My wave was like, yo, tonight's a chill night, you don't got to do too much. And then some of my boys are like, bro, let's go out, you know, like, alright, fuck it, let's go. We get out there around 1. We get out there around 1 a.m., wait in line for another 45 minutes. We get into the spot fucking 1:45. Next thing you know, it's 2 o'clock. I was in there for maybe an hour and a half max. Next thing you know, it's time to go. I'm like, why the fuck did I come outside? Like, I should have just stayed at home. But I had to learn these lessons so I can come and tell you guys, don't do that shit. What you want to do is basically, the concept of this is whatever you're doing. You're chilling with your boys, you're chilling with your girls, you got a group together. What you want to do, find one wave. You want to pick one wave and you want to stick to it. You don't want to be bouncing around too much because you lose so much time just in transit. And it's ridiculous. Like, you can Uber there. You're gonna Uber somewhere to wait in a line after you left the spot.
Yeah, basically that's what we're getting at.
Does that make sense? It's crazy.
Yo, so I wanna share like a fucking scenario where me and this guy, we rode the wave the correct fucking way. It was just a great fucking day, and everyone that came in path of us, everyone that came across our paths, is a great way to say it, basically had a great wave as well, right? So a couple years ago, we went to this music festival, beer and music festival. Me and this guy went to
quick music festival,
and I think I was coming back from I might have been coming back from a trip. I don't know. Like, him, I got up. He's like, yo, I'm at this music festival. Showed up, fucking like immediately. Like, we figure out what's going on, right? People are buying tickets. Some people aren't. Local places are still selling alcohol, so it's like, yo, like, everyone's open containering, so it's like we basically just go run over to a bar.
The streets were cut off too.
Yeah, it was just like basically like whatever the fuck you wanted to do that day is basically what they were allowing.
Yeah,
right?
basically.
So we just go, like, we're just catching the fucking wave. There's music and people are out and it's fucking sunny outside. We just go over it, we just grab a case, like, everyone's worried about the, like, White Claws. I know, like, this one, White Claws is starting to become fucking hot. Like, the seltzer, everything's about seltzer. People grabbing warm seltzers and shit, like, what the fuck? We're just in there like, yo, let's just go Budweiser, Bud Heavy, you know, fuck it. So we grab that shit, and we just go out there and we're just like, yo, like, whoever comes in our proximity, whether it's a girl we want to talk to, whether it's, like, new friends we want to fucking meet, we're just fucking chilling there and fucking vibing, you know, and, like, and just going with the wave, you know? And it's like, dude, like, it was just funny because it's like, the guys were sitting there, it was just a lot of things that going on. We're meeting up with some other friends. He had some other friends meeting up with us
Yep,
as well.
got up a group. We had a whole group vibe going. It was a great time. We had some people there with their girlfriends. There were some people who were just chilling by themselves. There was us. We came here. We were enjoying the music festival. But that's the thing. When you're going with the vibe, like, you don't give a fuck. You know, like you're literally that chill. When you can reach that fucking atmosphere of like, tonight is the night, I'm here chilling with my boy, then I don't really give a fuck what goes on. Yeah, I see some girls, they're looking at me, they want to talk to me, that's cool, but like, they're not my main priority. You get to that vibe and you just go with the wave. I kid you not, you are just like, people attract to you. It's crazy. It really is. But go ahead, tell them about, how we just chilled, like how, I can't even explain it. Like, basically, we had so much staying power that people were just coming up to it, like, hey, what's up? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, it was like fucking, like, the first part of, like, I guess it started out the day great for me. Is like, and this guy will tell you, I guess as well as anyone, that sometimes I enjoy the crush, like, I don't like, it's not like necessarily I go looking for it, right? But if it presents itself, I will fucking crush you, and I will put you in your place.
Yeah.
So what happened, my guy, like, so I'm sitting down, like, one of our guys, he introduced me to this group of girls, like, appreciate that, thank you for putting me on, that's cool,
Slide.
like, a quiet little slide. So I'm sitting down, but he was doing this, like, he was like crouched down, like almost like catcher style, and all the girls are like sitting on the curb. This is like the side of the street, whatever. Remember, we're at the beer festival, the side of the street, whatever, people doing whatever the fuck they want, open container.
Would you consider these girls to be curbers?
I mean, in a little sense, yes, they were on the fucking curb.
They were literally on the. You can't get more curber than that, dude.
So, anyways, like,
he approaches the curbers. Go ahead.
I approached the curbers, and like, rather than to squat down like the guy who was putting me on, right? I was just like, dude, like, why are we doing like fucking coach? I'm fucking pitcher, whatever fucking metaphor you want to use. Why are you doing that and like entertaining like 4 girls sitting on the curb?
Terrible.
Why do you ask the girl politely, number one, if they want your presence? This is one of the things about the vibe, right? You gotta understand that they want you fucking
exactly.
There. So I asked the girls, just like, yo, like, I feel awkward just sitting like this, crash down. Call it out, address it head on. Be like, yo, is it cool if I sit over here on the curb with you guys?
There you go.
Right? Become a curb my fucking self.
Some girls just don't want to be bothered. Don't try it. Go away. It's very simple. You get a girl who just looks at you and says no, yeah, go the fuck away.
Yeah,
that's
like,
it.
Like, be okay with rejection. Like, number one is like, the girl doesn't know you fucking shit.
I bet. I'm gonna go sit over there.
It doesn't matter if she responds rudely, politely, whatever the fuck she responds, keep your cool always, The best thing, like, at least I think about is like when I walk away, even when a girl responds to me rudely, it's like, I was like, wish she'd get out there I left so politely and calmly. Oh, I didn't get a reaction? Maybe it was different than everybody else. You know what I mean? But it's too fucking late at that point. It
is what it is. Yeah, never.
But anyway.
Yeah, dude, go up, get rejected, and walk off. Never engage in the, blah, blah, blah. You don't have to talk shit to some girl who doesn't want to talk to you. Just, it is what it is. Shit.
No, exactly. So go back to the story, right?
This guy with the curbers. Go ahead, man.
So
show him how it's done, champ.
I talk to these girls, right? And like it's normal, it's basic shit. Like, what do you do for work? Where do you live? Like, where'd you go to school?
These are
like,
DC questions, by the way.
No, it's like you gotta start with this shit first, number one, because it's like for me, like, I always go in there a little bit like conservative, like ask those questions, then I slide into jokes in between that information they provide me. Oh, you went there? I'll make a joke about some shit like that, like whatever. If they went to Jamie, like obviously there's no jokes because Jamie was not a joke. It's a good school, it's real. Fuck yeah, go Dukes. But yeah, so like we're just talking like this shit, and then my guy comes up and he wants to talk some shit. Okay, so my guy Don comes over. He's just like, oh, my guy's getting sat down, and I was like, oh yeah, we actually what's this like situation right here? All right, so. Don says that like as a joke. I was like, oh, that's funny as fuck, bro. Like, definitely not getting sat down. I told him, I was like, yo, I sat myself down. We got a recipe for a disaster that just joined us. Cool. We had Rihanna.
Yeah, give us some shout outs real quick.
We got Am Bless, so I'm guessing your name is Amber. I don't think you're on with us anymore, but a recipe for disaster. We appreciate you. We watch all your food reviews.
We respect this.
We're all grinding. But basically today we're talking about fucking just riding the wave and not doing too much. And the situation we're talking about right now is basically I'm sitting down with a bunch of girls. This is like at a beer and music festival. My guy comes over and says a joke. It wasn't even that crazy. He just said like, my guy's gonna sit down. Everybody knows what the fuck a sit down is. Don't pretend like you don't.
You know what a sit down is.
Basically, it's like, what are we? Like, respectfully and rightfully so, you're allowed to get to that point where it's just like, okay, you want to know what the fuck's going on, so ask. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. We're not knocking that or saying don't do that, do it, right? So my guy makes that joke, it's like, oh, you're already getting sat down. Like, as in, like, it's literally been a fucking minute or two.
Yeah, legit, 1 minute.
Guy's already getting sat down.
Or you get sat down,
yeah.
and I just walk away. That's all I do.
He just does that, he just walk away. But for whatever reason, these girls get so fucking offended by that, and I was just like, number one, like, I felt like I had to explain what a sit down was to him. I don't know why, but I was just like, you guys know what a sit down is? And they're like, no. And I was like, I don't believe that to be so. Like, you definitely sat someone down before. So I was just like, yeah. So sit down is basically you're talking to someone, you're seeing someone, and you get to a point where you're just trying to figure out where this is going. You're trying to get a sense of direction. And like, again, we're not knocking that shit. You should do that shit. You should communicate where the fuck you're going.
Everyone deserves to get sat down.
Yeah, everyone deserves it, right? And we talk about the places that are appropriate. It's like when you're at your house, you're showing out, you're together, like all those times.
Sit them down.
Usually, preferably in private. If I'm the guy, I'm sure if you're a girl and you're gonna sit down my guy, you'd probably want to end in private too. So let's respect that shit. So basically, he makes that joke. The girls get offended. I explain what a fucking sit down is, and then from there, there was some crazy scenarios my way. I don't even know why they fucking like try to like deviate so far from the conversation, but the girl asked me like point blank. She's like, so like number one, she calls my guy an asshole. And I was like, yo, my guy was making a joke. That joke was really like.
Wait, I got called an asshole.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. I was like, she's trying to say like he's a shithead. You're also a shithead. I'm just like, all right. I was
wait,
like, yeah, bro. This is actually a situation.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, so like I was just like number one, like I've known that guy for like 4 or 5 years. He's definitely not a shithead. And number two, like he said a completely joke. I didn't like in my head, like I didn't say this out loud, but I was like in my head, I was like, I don't understand like why you were offended by him telling me I'm getting sat down. Like they're like, no, it was really rude. I was like, yo, it's a single joke. I was like, and like I kind of like I pulled a friend in, like you could tell where one friend in the middle like didn't really want to be a part of it, but I was like, yo, so and so said that. Would you bet her on site? Would you judge them all just based on one joke? And it's just like, well, no. And I was like, okay, so why are you judging my guy? And like we went back and forth on that a little bit, and then like I guess I don't know what she tried to change the conversation to saying like, oh, so if your friend was cheating on a girl, when she told a girl, I was like, let's get some background on this. Am I friends with that girl? And they're like, no. And I was like, well, it's none of my damn business. What I would do though is I'd sit my fucking boy down, like just how I joked about you guys sitting me down, and I'd tell him like, yo, it's fucked up what you're doing. You should not be doing that if you have a girlfriend. If you don't want to have a girlfriend, break up with your girlfriend. That's what I fucking say, right? And she's like, and I was like, yo, if your friend did that, would you go tell the boyfriend you weren't friends with him? And she's like, oh, true. And I was like, what the fuck?
Bro, you wanna know what it was? That girl with that question, she's probably sitting kids down left and right. Honestly, that's what it is.
And she's not gonna respond to this. She won't.
Dude, 100%. Dude, she's sitting kids down and they're like, alright, well, I'm dipping.
Yeah, bro, because it's like.
Alright, peace.
And on the other side of things, about a sit down, you could respectfully walk away. The worst thing to do is like the fucking lie, just because you want to keep the nut, you want to fucking keep the relationship, the company, whatever the fuck your reason is. All the three. 1 of the 3, 2 of the 3, whatever the fuck it is.
3 out of 3.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, dude. But right there, this is important. Like, so we were already on a wave, and we were just talking casual conversation. I coming in being a goofball like I usually am. Like, oh my God, when it gets sat down. I didn't even stay there. I legitimately made like a U-turn and walked away because I didn't care. Right? Of course, I'm riding the wave. But those girls right there try to knock my guy's wave, and he didn't let it happen. He sat them down back.
I sat them down back and like I flipped them on their head.
And crushed them.
Like little Wayne said, I flipped them on my fucking head. Yeah. Like, not literally, we're saying that out loud, so like I guess everyone that like over exaggerates things or over inflates shit. Like no, like basically like I sat down respectfully and I was like, look, I told him like straight up, I was like, yo, you gotta consider all perspectives, a broad scope of things. We can't be looking at things so narrowly. Like I said, number one, like I made a joke. That's not one thing to judge a whole guy's fucking entire character.
There you go.
And number two, it's like, don't be putting me in a situation that you would fucking not be acting that way. Don't be like creating crazy scenarios. It's like, damn well, if your friend was cheating on so-and-so, you're not gonna tell that boyfriend unless you're fucking friends with him. And number one, it's fucking valid. Know why? Because it's none of your damn fucking business. I want me to tell you a secret. I want to tell you like an elaborate story add on to that, right? So everyone's seen, like, I don't know if everyone's on TikTok or whatever, but there's this one girl, basically, she's approached by this guy in the street. He's doing interviews or whatever. He approaches this group of 3 girls, and one of the girls in a relationship, the other 2 girls are single, and he asks the one girl in a relationship, he's like, yo, can I have your two friends call your man and see if he would have woke him to come over, right? So this girl like, she's like, the two girlfriends of the girl with the girlfriend, of the boyfriend, right? They ask her, like, yo, can we call your boyfriend and ask him to come over just to see if he's fucking gonna be loyal to you? And she's like, yeah, sure, go ahead, right? So they call, and a boyfriend picks up, and the boyfriend's all about, like, yo, you guys come over, we should just not tell fucking whatever, which is the name of his girlfriend, right? But guess what happens, right? Instead of getting mad at her actual boyfriend, she gets mad at her fucking two girlfriends, her two best friends, supposedly.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, fucking crazy.
Crazy.
Should we take a quick stop, or what should we do?
Let's take listen, we're gonna take a quick stop, we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna be right back. We're talking about riding the wave, alright, peeps?
Yes, sir, let's do it. Did you pause this?
Let's hear that in, right?
SBC. Now we're fucking live. That's smooth. Same wave. So, back to the shit. Wave. You saw that shit? That was the fucking wave, right?
That was the wave.
SGC, and we're live. Fucking wave. What I was talking about earlier, it's like, number one, like, I was talking about these girls, like, basically how Dom made a joke about me being sat down, right? And basically, I had to explain to the girls what a sit down was. I think they were playing dumb on me, honestly. Yeah. Because everybody knows what a fucking sit down is.
100%. They took the joke way too serious, ended up insulting me. How could
they thought he was a complete asshole, and then they were trying to say, like, you're an asshole too because he was an asshole.
Really?
But that's what they were trying to say.
Guilty by association, not a complete asshole. More like 75 to 80%, depending on the day. Anyways.
Yeah, but I was like, number one, it's like, why are you getting offended by a joke just saying about getting sat down? It's like, it was not a genuine sit down, obviously. It's just I was sitting on the curb because I chose not to do a fucking catcher squat in front of the girls, right?
Exactly.
But yeah, so it escalated to a point and basically they put a crazy scenario out saying, yo, if your man's a sheen on his girlfriend, what you tell the girlfriend? I was like, all right, so quick question. Am I friends with the girlfriend? And they're like, no. Am I friends with the dude? They're like, yeah. And I was like, well, fuck no, man. I wouldn't be telling a girl,
none
like,
of your business.
It's none of my goddamn fucking business of telling the girl, like, that's the relationship. What I would do, though, as I turned my boy, I'm like, yo, what the fuck you doing, bro? If you got a girlfriend, have a fucking girlfriend. If you want to be single, make a fucking decision.
And that's who you fucking sit down in
that's how you sit him down. You sit your fucking boy down and like, yo, come on, dude.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter if it's a couple months in, a couple years in, whatever. Like, once you give a title to someone, you should respect the title. Otherwise, what the fuck are you even fucking doing?
Exactly.
So that's a lot of profanity. We'll have to make this one explicit.
No, but this was the fucking topic of the podcast. So basically, we were just talking about riding the wave, and no one went to basically just riding the wave and just chilling and letting the night come to you. Now, that's what we're doing. My guy over here, he goes talks to some girls sitting on the curb, legit curbers, right? Legitimately curbers.
I go over sit on the curb too, so they became a curber as well.
So he joins the curber crew, and they're talking, right? I come over, I say a quick joke, and then they get way too offended, and they try to knock my guy's wave, but he kept it calm, cool, composed. Like we told you in previous episodes, this is how you're supposed to act in situations like that. They even insulted me. I didn't even hear it. I didn't give a fuck. But after those curbers were gone, we continued to ride the wave. Those curbers didn't knock him off of his wave. He was still there. I was still there, still on the same vibe, still chilling. And that night ended up being great. Go ahead and tell them how it was. 2 summers ago, in 2019, we went to a beer fest, right? And then we just had the wave that was so magnificent that the whole night, everything just went our way other than even curbers trying to knock, but they didn't even fucking knock us. They didn't knock him, they didn't knock me. They tried to, and they lost that argument, which is cool. They walked away. But for the rest of the night, we were vibing off of the coolest shit. Go ahead and let them know what happened, bro.
Yeah. So basically, number one, like I said, I like number one, I like to crush people when they deserve it, and I feel like in that situation they deserve it. Cause right, what I did to conclude that fucking conversation and continue on with the night was basically I flipped it on its head. I was basically yo, if your friend right here, she wasn't even part of the conversation, I just brought her in, fuck it, you're sitting right in between us two, you're gonna come into this conversation. I was like, yo, your friend right here, she has a boyfriend, a boyfriend, you have no idea who the fuck he is. You're not even friends with him. Are you gonna go to that boyfriend, or are you just gonna sit your girl down? She's like, oh, true. And like just in that moment, like as if the universe fucking knew, two of their guy friends came over and picked them up. And honestly, like I was like, I didn't even care to get her number or nothing. I was like, you're already on a different wave.
There you go.
They got pretty much carried out to the middle of the sea. The current took them away like this real quick. And then we just continue on. We're riding a little bit, you know, over to the next side. Started to rain a little bit. We hopped under the shelter a little bit. Started talking to new people, making more friends. And then we got back out. Started talking to more groups. And two of our guys were like, again, it's all about the wave, right? These guys were like ready, like, yo, we just met these girls. Let's go around the corner.
Exactly. Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that.
I mean, I wasn't finished. Around the corner to their house.
Let me explain a little bit. So his boys, or some of my boys, right? So they lived around the corner, right, from where the beer festival was, and they were just like, we just met these girls. We don't have to go to a local bar and pay for more drinks. Let's just go back to my apartment and we'll have some drinks here with these girls. And we're just like, bro, like, honestly, that's just not the vibe now.
We said it straight up. We're like, bro, like, because they were trying to say something like, they were saying like, the way they phrased it was just not the right way. And it was not the way. They're like, yo, let's go back to the place. It's within the vicinity. It's probably like literally a quarter mile away. Literally, like go over there get your.
I wouldn't even say that. Legit 2 blocks.
Like two blocks. And they're like, yo, we'll go there get some drinks and then we'll come back. I'm like, I said it straight up in open air, live, like how we did a little bit earlier.
Live.
Yeah, live. Basically, I was like, nah, like let's just fucking stay here. We're already here. And the girls are like, cause you get told like, again, you gotta read the room. The girls were just like. They were unsure about that move to go back. It was too fucking soon. They weren't sold into what they fucking were presenting, you know? So I was just like, yo, let's just go right here, fucking right into this bar right here. It's very convenient. It's fucking, we're right here. It's local to where we're at. Fucking perfect. So,
exactly. I got one that rhymes. You ready for it?
Yeah.
Ready for it? Check us out. You guys go ahead and phrase this one if you want. Comfort, before I fuck it up. Comfortability. How do you say it? Comfortability?
Comfortability.
Comfortability. Am I saying it right?
Oh my god, yo. It's too fucking late now, boys.
No, I want to get it. Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's
alright, one more time. Let me start off with that. I'm going to flip it around and see if this works. Comfortability is visibility. How is that?
Is visibility?
Yeah.
Comfortability is visibility?
Yes, you can tell. Basically what I'm trying to say is you can tell by the individual you're talking to, by their body language, if it's visible or not. If you offer something and if they're uncomfortable, you should be able to tell that, which is the same thing as riding the wave.
Like delayed response.
Exactly. Like, feeling the vibe. I don't have it all yet, but I'll get back to you on that one. But like, if you're gonna offer a girl to do something and you want to look at her body language, see if she's comfortable with it. It should be visible. That's what I'm trying to say.
If she like gives you like a strong indication of that is like she gets a little bit closer to her friend, she might grab her arm a little bit.
Yeah, when girls start whispering.
Yeah, and then it's just
you're
like,
deaded.
And
You're already deaded.
And then trying to save the boys from the mistake that they made. I was like, of going too soon and being a little too eager. Like
exactly.
Don't ever too eager. I was just like, yo, we're just fucking right here. We're just go to the bar right here. You know what I mean? And it's like. I was like, these girls aren't 100% sold on these guys being the cool guys. They're like, they're feeling us a little bit, but it's like, it's too soon, you know?
Exactly. Well, I think we met those girls for what, like, was it 15, 20 minutes? And next thing you know, bro, 15, 20 minutes. We met a new group of girls. They're chilling with us. They're vibing. Next thing you know, one of the boys like, bro, let's just go back to the apartment, have some drinks, have some shots. I'm like, dude, like your energy right now, you gotta tone that shit way the fuck down. Because the girls pick up on that faster than other dudes. They pick up, oh my gosh, what's going on over? Why do I have to go over that? I mean, we're already here. Like
what's the urgency, right? It's
yeah, exactly. If you're eager, the eager beaver never gets it, man. Ever.
Oh, no, you never get that shit. So like again, like me and Don are the same wave. We saved the crew.
Yeah, we shut that shit down. They're just like, bro, listen, we're not doing that.
Yeah, we're like, no, sorry.
We're not doing that. Yo, this is what we're gonna do. There's this bar right there. We're gonna go over there. We're gonna chill. We're gonna relax. We're gonna have some beers. I'm buying. Let's go. It's simple. Just
and then the girls like all of a sudden like what do you notice when the girls? The girls relax. They're fucking chill.
Exactly.
They got more excited. Like the response was fucking quick.
Exactly.
They're like, oh, not even much considering. Not much fucking whispers to her girlfriend. They're like, yeah, let's fucking do it. Like she didn't even ask her friend. She's just like, yo, let's go.
Exactly.
Like obviously,
there you go.
What that proved was like, my guy's way too fucking eager, and that's what a lot of guys make the mistake. It's not even about like, all right, getting laid or whatever, but inevitably, if you fucking act like a gentleman and be fucking right and be courteous and considerate, you will get fucking laid eventually.
Eventually.
But so we bring these girls up in the bar, but guess what? Me and this guy, like, we're not selfish, we're just riding a wave, no one belongs to anyone, right? We just met these girls, so we gotta keep that in mind. Like, all of a sudden when you say shit like, yo, let's go back and it's too fucking soon, they start thinking like, I just met these guys. Like,
exactly.
It triggers that in their mind. It's like, rightfully so, it's a fucking safety hazard.
But why would you do that? Like, right there, doing something like that goes exactly against the wave. It goes exactly against what we're fucking preaching. Like, you gotta ride the wave, you gotta feel the wave. I hope you understand what we're saying now. Like, you just let it flow. Like, you get me? The vibes are there, that's cool. Continue the vibes. And if it happens, it happens. You offer and then you read the body language, you read the response, see if she's even thinking about that. There's some times where I've offered and I was fucking around, but she wasn't. But I was that cool. I didn't know, like, yeah, you know what? I think we should just probably go back and have an after party. She's like, all right, well, where do you live? Oh shit, I was just kidding. She's like, oh no, let's go. You said an after party. Where's that at? I'm like, is your friend coming? No, my friend's not coming. Just you and me. Oh shit.
No, 100%. And it's just basically, yo, like, you read the fucking vibe, you go with the fucking flow, and it's like, at the end of the night, it might go your way. And it's like, even when it does go your way, it's like, it's important to remain calm and composed, right? Because, like, nothing's ever done until it's fucking done. It's like a contract, right? The fucking deal's not official until ink is to fucking paper.
So it gets closed.
Or you have the fucking DocuSign, you have the fucking countersign. The DocuSign is countersign, right? You know what I mean by contracts and shit.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, basically, continue on tonight, right? So we get into the bar with these two girls, right? One of them has a boyfriend, but she's telling us, like, I don't know, she's giving us a mixed review. She's just like, I've been with this guy for 5 years, but I don't know. And it's like, why are you telling us like all this I don't know stuff? It's like, and it's like, I asked her, I was like, why are you still with this guy? Like, I'm just genuinely curious. I'm not like really trying to smash, hook up, whatever the fuck you want to put it. I'm generally just fucking curious because I like understanding people and different perspectives, right? It makes you more fucking.
But she was a solid 8, at least. She was a pretty good looking girl.
She's a good looking girl, and she's like, yeah, like he just doesn't have enough ambition. I'm just like, so I was like, what's gonna change if you address this with him? She was like, no, like I feel like he's gonna do this. It's like, I was like, so you're just sitting there waiting? And like literally I was asking this question. And she's like, like I mean like it just feels okay. Like I don't feel like I want to end it. And I'm just like, I was like, you're just contradicting yourself left and right. It's like, if this guy doesn't have what you want, why are you staying with him? Is it just because you're comfortable? Like, again, like, don't fucking settle. If someone doesn't have what you want, either address that with that individual.
There we go. We're literally making the world a better place.
Yeah, address that with the individual. Like, literally, everywhere we went. Address that with the individual, and if he doesn't fucking change it, don't tell him a fucking timeline. Don't ever fucking tell anyone on a timeline and give someone an ultimatum. Just have the ultimatum in your fucking head. If he doesn't reach a certain point by a certain timeline you have in your fucking head, then cut it off and walk away. Don't fucking be half in, half ass.
There you go.
If you're in, you're all the way fucking in. If you're out, you're all the way fucking out. That's how it should be.
Goes back to what we're saying. Read the vibe. Even when you're going out, even with people, like riding the wave is like This is literally the best advice. This is the golden ticket. Like whatever you're trying to do in life, fucking, you're talking one-on-one with the individual. Find that wave. Ride the vibe. It's like ride the wave, find the vibe, same shit. Like maybe that vibe is not what you're going for, then dead it. There's no problem with deading it, you know? But as we were talking about just going out, you find you like, if this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing. You don't switch up shit. Like you create your vibe and then you own it. As soon as you start switching shit up, that's when you're gonna fuck up your night. You're gonna end up coming back by yourself spending $100 in an Uber from DC to Fairfax because you don't know how to act. You're gonna, trust me, it's not a good night. All you gotta do is read the wave, 100%.
And it's crazy, even just in this like this one fucking scenario, right? Just attending this beer and music festival. There's so many things going on, right? We're taking this step by step along with the fucking wave. Some people fucking crashed out on the fucking middle island. They're fucking marooned.
Some people didn't even make it through the festival. To be real,
yeah, some people didn't make it to the festival. We saw this one guy.
They didn't even make it.
Yeah, we saw this one guy. He's just angry over there, just leaving shit around. Like anyone that tried to help him, you're just angry and just being a douchebag. It's like, bro, like people are actually trying to fucking help your ass. If you don't want to be helped, leave them alone. That's another life lesson. If you only can help the ones that actually want to be fucking helped.
Exactly.
There's a lot of fucking lessons in this one. I didn't realize it as we're going through it and digging into it.
Trust me, riding the wave and feeling that and finding the vibe, that means so many things. You just, to so many different people, you just gotta find it, you know, that pertains to you. But I'm gonna go ahead and continue a little bit more with that story. So now we're at a local bar, right? We're with two girls. Our boys, we've calmed them down. They're in there too, obviously, not knowing how to act, but that's okay. That's perfectly fine. We're doing our thing. Now, we're already there with two girls. Just by us being there, our fucking presence, we attract more women. They come hanging out with us. So now we're chilling with 5 girls. Now the 2 girls we were talking to, you know, we still gave them a lot of attention. And what we did as bros, you'll never hear this. You will never hear this off of any other podcast, I promise you. What we did to these 2 girls, we told them, we actually found 2 guys for them to talk to. Like, to get their numbers and, like, we were chilling with them as friends. Do you get me? And we found 2 guys that were shooting their shot, and we put them like, hey, talk to her. Yo. Hey, talk to her. Like, we set them up together, and we just met them. They were Jews. Oh my gosh, like that's never happened. Like, cause the Savygents are different. We're not fucking
selfish. We're not fucking selfish, bro. We ride the wave. And like, cause like the one girl was saying like, all right, so I don't want the boyfriend, right? She was even telling me like, she was like, all right, I'm not really interested in this guy. Like, it's just like I'm just sitting here because I'm trying to be here with my friend. I'm just talking to him. I'm like, yeah, cool. Like, there's no one judging you. Do whatever the fuck you want. I mean, yeah, do whatever the fuck you want. Basically, do whatever the fuck you want. And her friend over there, like, what happened with that is like I saw this other guy like across the bar. He was looking over, but obviously he looked like he was not going to approach. And for her as a girl, like, the one with the boyfriend said like, yo, my friend, like, she never really gets approached, not like, or she's too scared to approach someone or too scared to have a conversation. There's a lot of fear. And I was just like, you know what, fuck this shit. So I saw the guy over there, like, I looked at him, he looked like he's afraid to approach. I saw the girl, like, she was waiting for him to approach, and I was like, yo, have you met so and so? I'm not gonna put your name on air. But basically, have you met so and so? And they met and they kicked it off, and like we're talking to this new group of girls that came over. It was basically their birthday, and we were at the beer festival, and they were asking for us to go to another city, another location.
They wanted us to go to DC with them to celebrate her birthday because they liked our vibe and they wanted to hang out with us more. And then we thought about it, but we're like, that is not our wave. I'm sorry, ladies, but tonight we're chilling in Arlington.
I mean, this is in our head, obviously.
Exactly.
Like, the real wave is just like, hey, look, like. We're not sure we want to do it now, but most likely we're probably staying in Arlington. We'll send you a text or whatever to confirm what we're doing, right? So we made sure the 2 girls with that we brought into the place, like, we're accounted for, they're together, everyone's good with them. And these girls are like, all right, they had a group of 4 girls, so obviously they're accounted for, they're looking out for each other. They're like, all right, we're going to the city, got the numbers anyways, exchange whatever. And then they head out to the city, and that was it. And it was like, the thing was, it's like, yo, everyone went, right? In the beginning, like, making those girls understand a broader perspective if when I'm sitting on the curb with the curbers, right? Just telling them like, yo, look, would you, like, why, like, number one, it's like, it's not fair to create unfair scenarios. You can't judge someone right out the back off of a joke they made, but it wasn't even that bad of a joke. I think anyone could agree if a guy or a girl saw their opposite friend sitting with the opposite sex, came up to him and said, you're gonna sit down. Would you be offended by that? Like,
no.
Please, would you be offended by that? Like, and like, I'm trying to understand like why they were offended by that.
Bro, some girls just like to. I mean, some not girls. Some people just like to argue. That's it. Some people just fucking. They want to find something to argue about. It's like, yo, like I don't do that. You want to know if they're like, you know what, you're an asshole for saying that. I would be like, yeah, you're right. Have a good day. I don't give a fuck.
No, for real.
I don't care. The fuck. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you.
But for me, it's like I don't know, like. I figured out my purpose. My purpose is just like, yo, like, I want to educate as many people as I possibly can. It's like, yo, like, And I realize like sometimes I can't educate everybody, but if I could educate anyone along the way, I'd gladly do so. Like, why does fucking brand fucking exist?
He has a glorious purpose, everybody.
Yeah, it's like, let's be honest.
He's
like,
burdened with glorious purpose.
Yeah, like I want to teach people how to fucking act, because it's like the worst thing in the world is like if you know how to act and like you just surround people that don't know how to act. Like, if you know how to act, you know exactly how I'm feeling and how to act, you know? Like, but if you don't know how to act, you probably have no clue what the fuck I'm talking about. So,
there you go.
But I pray one day and I hope one day, via our videos, if we are influenced, we're growing, baby.
Right, if you don't know how to act, we got 20 episodes in season 1 you should check out.
Even if you know how to fucking act, it's probably good to watch it, like, get a different perspective.
Yeah, 20 episodes, that's a good amount, shit.
I think we're like almost at 25 now, holy shit. But,
and we keep on getting better, baby.
So we had the number one, we had the education, the lesson in the beginning. We set our boys down. We literally set our fucking boys down.
You sat some girls down.
You sat some girls down.
You sat your boys down.
You sat the boys down.
We literally put two girls together.
No, it's
like dudes.
We put like, I don't even say like
legit match. We were matchmakers.
We matchmakers, and these other girls, like they were in our life for a short period of time that night, but we provided them with great vibes. And good enough vibes where they're like, yo, come out to my birthday party. We just met them that night.
Exactly.
Literally, come out to my birthday party. So obviously, great fucking vibes all around. But guess what? The night was not fucking over.
Not even over. And then not over that. So then we let these girls go to DC. We let them ride their wave. You see, that's another thing you gotta know. That wasn't our wave to ride. We were still in Arlington, so we stayed in Arlington, and that was our wave, which is perfectly fine. And then the night went on. We went over to Don Tito's, like we were saying earlier, paid the bouncer, got right in. If you know how to act, rewind the video, check it out.
No, it was simple. It was crazy because I was just finished up eating pizza. I literally turned my phone off at 20%. I was running up from like Boston over to Clarendon, and literally I saw my guy in the front. How do you know? That's how you know in the fucking same fucking wave. We get in there inside the toilets that we're in, and there's
we left at different times. I was still networking, and he just ended up walking there, and then I called him. He's like, "Yeah, bro, just meet me there." All right, cool. I get an Uber. I go there. I could have walked there till I was lazy. I get an Uber. I go there, and I'm in front. I'm getting my 20 behind my driver's license to give to the bouncer, and then he shows up. He's like, "Yo, what's up? Yo, you got your 20?" He's like, "Yeah, of course." Give it to my bouncer, walk right in. Well, the line was wrapped around the corner, but we know how to act, people.
No, we know how to act. 100%. So we get in, we get to the floor, we got the whole exodus from everyone going to DC to go sit back in line again.
Exactly.
So we climb up the stairs, and then that's where
within 20 minutes, we were at the rooftop.
20 minutes we're at the rooftop of Don Tito's in Arlington.
Wait, hold. 20 minutes we were at the rooftop, but we had 2 drinks on like the first floor?
The first, the second, the first real floor, not the first floor. The first floor, technically, when you come in, like, people are just like, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but
they're doing a lot down.
You're just chilling. You don't really care about progressing your night. You're just like, I'm coming here in for a couple drinks and I'm sliding out. That's basically what you're doing.
There you go. So yeah, we had a couple of drinks there. Then we went straight to the rooftop. Next thing you know, we're just vibing, different groups as well. Long story short, everybody was very successful that night. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, basically I found a girl, like, we had a good vibe, and she's like, yo, let's get some pizza, and then she's like, let's go home, and I'm like, where do you live? Or she's like, where do you live? And I was like, Arlington, and I was like, we just went home, and then that's it. Like, as a gentleman would say. But as a savage, you would say, we fucked, And
we are the SGC. Yeah, we are the Savygents. We are the Savygents. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Super crazy.
Yeah. So basically, bottom line is like, just wave. We chilled at the festival, wave, sat some kids down, sat our own boys down, put some girls on, played a good vibe, got to the place, riding that fucking wave.
Riding the wave.
Finally got what, I guess, not what we owed. You never fucking owed shit. You gotta work for shit, right? We were just fucking riding the wave and not giving a fuck about anything.
Exactly.
Shit went the way you would want it to go with the fucking clothes.
At the end of the night, me too. You gotta understand. We were riding the wave, which was so strong. Like, here's the whole wave. He's over there, and I'm like over there. You see, like, but we're still on
the same wave.
We're still on the same wave.
It's like we're fucking going up. It's crescent in the same fart, and we're bringing back to shore. Wake up and like, oh, that was a good fucking wave. Let's ride that.
There you go. He pulled his one girl back. I pulled a group back. We had an after party. and fucking back in Fairfax, shit got crazy. And yeah, everybody ended up smashing something, you know? It was a good night. Forget about it. But that's the Savygents, and that's what we do. And we're just giving you these life lessons so you will be more fucking aware when you step out, you know?
But here's the crazy thing. It's like number one is like you gotta find you gotta find a good wing. You gotta have boys that understand the group. If you don't have a couple boys in the group that don't really understand, that's fucking fine too. You can usually bring them on the wave. You can usually recover from it. We went straight to the bar rather than their house when we felt that the girls were not feeling that shit, you know. But at the end of the day, it's like you find a good wing. You're out there. You're on the same wave. It doesn't matter where the fuck you're at. You always link up. You always fucking close. You always fucking have a good night. You always go home. No tickets in your pocket. Not in jail.
There you go. Waking up in jail is a bad night.
Yeah, waking up and then like you calling your boy and your boy doesn't pick up and you're like, fuck, it's my boy in jail. Like, and you're stressing about that. Like,
yeah.
That's a shit feeling to feel because you're like, damn, I had a great night. And then you're like, oh fuck, what about my boy though? You know? No one wants to feel that, so don't get arrested for your sake and for your boy's sake.
Don't get arrested. At the end of the day, ride the wave. If you go against the wave, you might get arrested. Let's not do that, alright? Let's fucking go out to have fun and return back home safely. That's the whole point, to go out. Coming home safely. So, you know, you go home, you come home safely, and you're coming in, so it doesn't matter. Whatever you do, it's a great night. It's a great night, baby. It's a great night.
Yeah, bro. I think that's all the content.
That really is.
That's like all the content. Like the quote of the day, like I just have shit on top of mine.
Yeah, top of the head quote type deal. I think that's what they deserve with this fucking performance. Let's go ahead and give them. So you got something off the top of the head?
Yeah, top of the head, bro.
All right, what you got?
I'm not even gonna think too hard. I'm not gonna try too hard because I want to like. Our whole thing is we're fucking real, we're genuine, right? So we're not fucking bullshit, we're not phony, we're not cheesy, whatever the fuck. But anyways, basically, just ride the fucking wave. Don't fucking force shit. Don't try to do fucking too much. Call your boys out when they're fucking up a little bit. Call the girls out when they're fucking up a little bit. Call everybody out. Be real. Fucking be humble. Don't be fucking greedy. And that's all I gotta say.
That's a lot of a quote. Let me go ahead and concise it. That's a lot of a fucking quote.
That's the top of the mind, bro.
It's alright. Let me go ahead and concise it. Let me see if I can make it rhyme for a little bit.
We still got a little bit of time.
I know we do. But we're about to wrap it up. And then it's about to be SGC approved. Okay. This is what we're gonna leave you on. This is what we're gonna leave you off on. Ready? Number 1, ride the wave. Number 2, engage. Number 3, behave.
Oh, I like that.
So yeah, let's start. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Not right. We're gonna do find the wave, engage, behave. That's what we're gonna leave it at.
That's it.
And that's SGC approved. That's the quote of the day. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you. Let's just leave them out with the SGC. Go ahead, tell them what you gotta tell them.
Just good!
It's a fucking wrap.